Most people I've talked to about K-pop Demon Hunters say that they have watched it multiple times, and of those people, almost all of them say that they enjoyed it even more the second time. I've even talked with someone who claimed to have watched it over 80 times? This is not super common with movies nowadays, so what makes this one different? First off, it's a musical. Musicals are known to be rewatchable because, well, people enjoy re-listening to songs. But there is something that makes K-pop Demon Hunters stand out from other musicals. Like all good musicals, its songs progress the story forward. But these songs aren't just written for that, they're also written to sound like actual pop hits, and they clearly succeeded in that goal. The soundtrack of this song keeps breaking records, and Golden has spent over a month at the #1 spot on Spotify's global ranking. Also, in the movie, Golden doesn't just play once, it plays early on in the film as a debut reveal, and then later on under completely different context. This means by your second rewatch, you almost definitely know a lot of the song by heart, making it even more enjoyable. Secondly, the story, while kind of basic, did subvert my expectations multiple times, and for me, rewatching, knowing what would actually happen improved the experience. One example is when Jinu first tells his backstory. The first time I watched this movie, that part kind of felt like a rushed way to spell out his backstory, and felt like an uncreative reveal. It also kind of felt like he started trusting Rumi a little too fast. But later on, you learn the story was actually a lie, which puts that scene into a whole new context upon rewatch, knowing that he's not actually warming up to Rumi as fast as you thought the first time. Another thing like that is upon my first watch, I fully thought this movie was about to go down the demons are misunderstood and not the real bad guys, we can all be friends trope. But by the end of the movie, you realize that the demons are still blatantly the enemy. Jinu gets some level of redemption, but he turned out more flawed and selfish than I expected too. Rumi is only an exception because her demon side is purely genetic. Another reason this movie is so rewatchable is that you can tell the animators and writers truly cared about this movie as a work of art. There's endless little details that you might miss the first time and will enjoy noticing if you watched again. For me, I was still noticing new things by the time I was on my 6th rewatch at the sing-along in theaters. Did you ever notice Rumi's makeup palette is different from Zoe and Mira's in this scene because she threw it out of the plane at the start? That's top tier continuity. Or even just the detail that they have more and less makeup throughout the film. So there's a ton of reasons this movie has been such a rewatchable hit. If you've rewatched this movie, let me know if I'm onto something and you enjoyed it more upon rewatch too. If you haven't, maybe it's time to find out.